Hey everyone, Ryan from Ebike Escape. One of the things I focus on with Ebike Escape, along with covering electric bikes, is electric bike accessories. So when I'm able to set up an electric bike, I like to talk about all the accessories that you can put on it. So in this video, we are going to dig into accessories on my brother's RadWagon 4. The RadWagon just started shipping this fall. If you're interested in my full electric bike accessories list, I will have a link in the description. I will also have a link to all the accessories that we're talking about today. So let's get to it. All right, so we're gonna start at the front here. You can see we have this front mounting bracket. This is the one that was recently released by a company called Gzilla. They're powder coated. This is obviously the orange one. They're also adjustable, which is really cool. There's a number of these on the market, front mounting brackets, and my full electric bike accessories list has all the options for Rad power bikes, so you can check those out. They're offered at different prices. And then here we have some bottle cages that a company just sent me. Obviously you can use any bottle cage you want. These are from a company called Elite. This one adjusts slightly, and then this one is more of a standard, very sturdy cage. Moving up into the cockpit, we have my favorite brand of mirrors. These are half-knee mirrors. I did a whole video showing all the different options that they offer. My personal preference is the handlebar mirrors, but of course you can also use bar end mirrors. These just pop off, so personal preference there. And then we also have the Night Eyes cell phone holder. I really like this one because with many cell phone holders, they clamp onto the side and then it affects the buttons and pushes them in, which can be really frustrating. So this one is still sturdy and just covers the four edges of the phone. So that one I've purchased several times and have on several of my electric bikes, and my brother decided to purchase that one as well. And I already talked about the front mounting plate, and the reason those kind of became popular is because there weren't a lot of places to mount bottle cages on the various models, such as the old RadWagon. But you can see here the RadWagon 4 has these two bottle cage bosses there and also down here, so plenty of options. You wouldn't necessarily need this. It is compatible with the front racks offered by Rad Power Bikes as well. And I wanted to talk about this SKS Germany mount. What's really nice is this can go on a seat post. Obviously here we kind of have it set up for the kids so they could have a water bottle there. They also make a different adapter, so there's just tons of options if your electric bike doesn't have bottle cage mounts where you'd like them. As far as the seat goes, my brother said it's actually fairly comfortable, so I'm not sure if he's going to upgrade. There has been some discussions on whether you can use a suspension seat post or whether it would make sense to use a suspension seat post. Because of the way that this works, you'd basically have to take out this whole seat post and replace it with another one. The problem is this is quite a bit wider, and so there aren't a lot of suspension seat posts, at least that I've found on the market, that will work. The one that I believe will work is the Connect 2.1. You would buy the max size of that, I'll put it on the screen, and then you would also purchase the largest shim. But you need to remember, because this is a telescoping seat post, you're going to lose the range. So this entire piece comes off and you're left with the 420 millimeters. So it's only going to work if that size seat post is going to work, but obviously that is something to consider. And of course, I will update my accessories post if I hear people successfully using that seat post. I will also put a link to that seat post in case you are interested in digging in further. And then obviously you can see that we don't have running boards here and we don't have the foot pegs, and unfortunately Rad is delayed in getting these running boards. And one of the reasons that my brother went with the running boards is when he ordered his bike, he was able to get 50% off an accessory, so that knocked the price down from $100 to about $50. And you can buy the foot pegs for $25 per set. But one of the nice things is if you have the running boards there and you hang bags down, they can kind of rest there. Also, if you're carrying lots of cargo, it can make a lot of sense to have the running boards instead of the foot pegs. Obviously, if you don't plan to use it for cargo, the foot pegs might be a little bit easier. So unfortunately I can't share the running boards with you, but what I can share is these really cool custom made seats. You can obviously buy Rads. They are a little bit on the expensive side, but you can also make some really cool DIY seats like these. So let's demonstrate how you made these if you want to walk through.
Yeah, so the first thing I'm going to mention too is Rad also sells the deckhand that would normally go here, but the nice thing about the factory seat that they send you is it actually has a grip handle here, right? So anybody sitting in a seat here, you already kind of have a handle here. And right now with Rad, if you got the two pads, even though you put a deckhand here, you could also attach a deckhand back here, but there's nothing for this rear person to actually hang on to. So what I was looking for is some kind of seat that had a backrest that the second passenger, you know, a young kid could actually hold on here, right? You could also, I've seen some people mount some stuff on the bar for some kind of handle as well, but so far they've just been able to, my kids just hold on to this handle here. So that way both passengers have a handle. And the way that I decided to mount these, if you want to get the camera up underneath, just to take a peek at that, what I'll do is I'll unscrew it from the other side here. So this is actually how Rad mounts their existing pads right now. I saw an early picture that showed how they were mounting them, and basically it's the same kind of system where there's a knob and then there's just kind of a rectangular piece of plastic that just basically squeezes onto the Thule rectangular window here for mounting. So all you do is I just cut a piece of plywood and I just turn that, you know, the lengthwise, and then I can just kind of pop the seat right out like that, right? And you can see it's very similar to what Rad has on their seats that they sell, right? So it's just a track knob system, another piece of plywood. This is just a piece of neoprene here. I just bought a roll of it just to give it a little bit more cushion when it sits on here, because this is just plywood then. And these seats that I got, they're real nice. I was able to kind of take them apart. They came with enough bolts, just a little bit longer bolts that I was able to put through here, and it bolts right to the seat. So this is all together as one big unit here. And obviously I could glue this neoprene down and stuff like that, but you know, it works out pretty nice. So, and then, you know, just to put it back in, you just kind of line it up just like that. You just fit it, you know, right through the window, just like so. And then just like this with the track knob, get that facing the long way so it just hugs those rails, and just tighten it up real good.
And what's really cool is obviously he has two set up here, and you can remove one and put bags there, or if you perhaps were using the Thule Maxi like we are, you could have that in the back, and then one of these seats if you have a larger kid. So that's really cool. These seats came from Walmart. We will have a link in the description to those as well. There were a few other products I wanted to talk about. The first is more of a tip to use furniture rubber caps on the bottom of your RadWagon kickstand. Next we have these 3D battery caps from Etsy. They come in this nice case, and I was actually surprised at how nice they are for something 3D printed. They're useful to protect the battery itself, but more importantly, in my opinion, to protect your battery mount connection when you're traveling with your e-bike on your vehicle. Next we have some Hafni pedals. Unfortunately, all of these aren't available. My brother is going to be testing out the red ones, which there are similar ones on Amazon. They're a little bit smaller compared to the new ones that Hafni is launching. I just really am a big fan of Hafni products, as I mentioned earlier, with their mirrors. Finally, we have this Topeak Joe Blow dually floor pump that Topeak sent me. It is a fat tire specific bike pump, and the barrel is 1.5 times larger than a standard floor pump. While it can only pump tires up to 75 psi, it is a quality pump that I have been enjoying using recently. So if you're looking at purchasing a RadWagon 4, or you've already purchased one, I hope this video gives you a little bit better idea of some of the accessories you might want to purchase. Again, I will have a link in the description to both all of these accessories as well as my full electric bike accessories list. Also, if you're looking to purchase a Rad power bike and you use the link in the description, that helps me to make more videos like this one. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.